Hello all, welcome to another session in AWS. So right now we are dealing with EC2, and in the EC2 service we had worked on instances. So we had launched a Windows instance. In the previous session we launched an Linux instance and we hosted a web page on it. So in continuation to that, in today's session we're going to be launching the instance the same way we had done it in the previous session, but we're going to be making some configurations while launching the instance. So we have something called user data. That's an advanced option available under your instances in your EC2. So while launching, if you want few of the websites to be launched right when the Linux web server is launching, or we have other AMIs. So if you want it to get parallelly launched along with the instances, then we go ahead with this option. So right now I'm in my Ohio region. I'm just gonna go ahead with Linux 2 as the name of my instance. I'm gonna go ahead with Amazon Linux. So choosing the existing key pair for Ohio region. So I'm gonna go ahead with the default VPC, and the subnet I'm gonna be choosing is again 2A. So the IP has to be enabled, the public IP. It should be in enabled option. And the firewall, I'm gonna go ahead with this existing security group, which has already been configured by me, which is under default VPC security group. So right after your storage, we have something called advanced details. Click on the advanced details, scroll all the way down to your user data. Here we're supposed to give the code, the command that we want to get launched while this Amazon instance is getting launched. So in a previous session, we launched the instance and then we configured the code, or we installed the HTTP package. We enabled the HTTP servers, and then we went ahead with creating a file. So now I'm gonna go directly with giving all those commands at a single stretch over here, which I already have it here in my local system. So I'm gonna copy this code. It's gonna have the same set of commands, which is the package manager DNF, which is going to be installing HTTPD and Git and S with further operations. So this is going to start, the command is going to start the HTTP, and the third command is going to enable HTTP, and the fourth command is going to create a directory, and the fifth command is going to pull the website from the GitHub, which I have given here, and it is going to load while the instance is getting launched. So go ahead with launch instance. View all instances. So let's wait for the instance to get initialized to 2x2 pass check. Okay, so the instance is available for us to connect. Proceed, select the instance, go ahead with connect, connect the instance. Okay, so you can see here we have the public IP and the private IP of the instance. Just copy the public IP, paste it here in a new tab. Yes, the instance is available for us and hence the page is hosted on it for us. So that's how we configure the EC2 instance using user data. So to further view the user data, we can do modification in the user data whenever we want to. So in case if you'd want to add few more modules to the website, few more configuration to the web page, we can go ahead with it with the user data. So all we have to do is just click the instance, go to actions. We have something called instance settings here. So click on that, go to edit user data. So we can see the user data which we had configured while launching the instance here. The ID is given, the user data is given, but we wouldn't be able to edit it until we stop the instance. It's like it's like a running car. So if you have to uh, do some modification to the engine of your car, then you may have to stop it for a while, pause it for a while. So let's get back to the instance. Go to instance state, stop the instance, go ahead with stop. So we are still build, which means until an instance is terminated, there are resources which are allocated for the instances that keeps running. Though we are stopping the state of the instance, the allocation that is given for this EC2 instance in the web server, in the data center of AWS is still there, which means the EBS volume is still attached to the instance, and hence we are charged for it. So stopping the instance is still gonna charge us. So we may have to terminate the instance if we are not going to be working on it. So we can see here the instance state is in stopping. So we have to wait for this particular state to change from stopping to stopped. Only then we would be able to do the modification in the user data. So now the instance state is stopped. Now go to actions, instance settings, go to edit user data and go ahead with modifying the user data. So we can even go ahead with importing a file if we already have a data which is stored somewhere, and you can even modify however you want it to. Say I'm just gonna put a comment here, path for the file website. That's the file we are going to host. So go ahead with save. And now the instance is in stop state. So we have to reinitiate it, which means click on the instance, go to the instance state, start the instance. This is again going to be requiring some time to change from pending to initialization, sorry, to running, and the status check should be changing from initialization to 2 by 2 pass check. It's like again literally launching the instance from the beginning. So keep refreshing the page. So once the status moves from initialization to 2 by 2 pass check, so then we would be able to access the public IP of the instance and further the website that's hosted on the instance. So that's about user data, modifying user data, and launching a website simultaneously with the instance. So that's it for the today's session. See you all in next session. Thank you.